Hey everybody, I wanted to start a new series. I often have clients call me and ask about a piece of mail that they received, and I get them myself. And so I'm going to start pulling out the ones that I think are coercive. From an intriguing standpoint, the mail that I get is significantly different than the mail that a retirement community would get, but they're equally confusing and disturbing at the same time. So I had one that showed up yesterday, and I wanted to bring it up and kind of go through it and break it down a little bit. I got a letter from a lawyer, and the lawyer told me that they know information about me by saying, based on public records, it appears your home is not held by a trust. And then, of course, it tells me if I don't have a trust, my heirs are going to have to go through probate. And then it tells me how terrible and scary probate is. And then, of course, they can solve this problem with a complimentary consultation, and that will protect my assets from this terrible thing called probate. So this is a typical letter that a retirement community or a retiree would receive. And in initial looking through this, you might start getting scared and say, well, it's a lawyer, I better schedule an appointment, and I must have to have a trust. So let's break down some of this. There's a couple disturbing things that we need to make sure we fully understand. A little blurry, but the Arizona Beneficiary Deed, if you're not in Arizona, there's 29 other states. There's 30 states in total that allow for beneficiary deeds. This is very simple. This is a legal document that can be recorded at the county that tells the county who gets your real estate after you're gone. This avoids probate. So 20 or 30 states allow you to pass your real estate, especially here in Arizona, without having a trust. You just need to have a beneficiary deed. It's simply putting a beneficiary on the ownership paperwork of the house. And that's it. It's that simple. So first off, the part that they're trying to scare you on isn't even true. That's right. I don't have my house in a trust. My house has a beneficiary deed. I don't need a trust to protect my asset, which was the next thing that scared me about this, or that I didn't like about it. Protect my assets? Well, I must have to have a trust to protect my assets. Not so true. A revocable trust does not protect anything at all. It does not protect from court orders. It does not protect from creditors. It does not protect from third parties. If you owe them money, you have to pay them from your trust if that's where all your assets are. The reason is because the standard revocable living trust is your control. You're in charge of it. This is your entity that you created and maintain control over. So there's no legal precedence where the standard revocable trust is going to protect anything at all. It's only the irrevocable trusts that actually protect things. So I didn't like these two parts of this. You can avoid probate very easily, and especially in a state like Arizona, but many other states, it's very easy to avoid probate without a will or a trust. I recommend you have one of the two, but the will really says what happens to things that you weren't able to put beneficiaries on. So really, all the will is there for, certainly if you have children that you're responsible for that are minors, you're going to tell the world who's going to be in charge of them. But then that grandfather clock, the jewelry, all the miscellaneous stuff that you have out there that doesn't have title paperwork, that miscellaneous stuff will be directed by a will. Everything else, all your money, all your investment accounts, all of your insurance accounts, all your bank accounts, all your money you can put beneficiaries on. In some states, you can even put a beneficiary on a car. And 30 of the states, you can put a beneficiary deed on the house. So you've taken care of real estate, you've taken care of automobiles, you've taken care of anything that has monetary value, which just leaves a will to take care of the rest. You can avoid probate. There's no difference in protection of assets either way you go. So understand that there's plenty of resources out there, and we don't have to go run off and get a trust. This is one of the things that bothers me. Everybody seems to think that you have to have a trust, and there's nothing further from the truth. All right, hopefully that helps. Send me the mail that you receive. I'm happy to make a video out of it. I love seeing some of this stuff because sometimes I find it quite entertaining. Other times I find it quite disturbing. So I'll keep an eye on the mail. Feel free to send me mail. Share this video. I will continue making more of these as I see more mail that is a little bit disturbing in the messaging that's going on there, or inaccurate, trying to get a response from you. And that's the idea of effective mailing campaigns, is to get you to act. And even if it's on false pretenses. So be careful about that. Shoot us an email, give us a call. I'm always happy to help out. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't, and keep an eye out for more of these videos along the lines of all the scams that are going on out there. I want people aware of what you're receiving in the mail as well. All right, have a good one. See you next week.